Once a project is submitted or issued for owner review or out to bid, if there are any revisions that need to be made to the drawings, we document these changes by drawing a revision cloud around those changes. The revision cloud is marked with usually a number in a triangle, and the number and name and date of the revision is documented in the title block. It keeps track of changes made to always update the drawing for production and for the as-built drawings at the end of the construction. We'll go to the Annotation tab and pick Revision Cloud. Going in a clockwise rotation, you can left-click and create a revision cloud. As you get close to the first point that you picked, the revision cloud will end, and then you can pick Finish Cloud. Escape or pick inside the Revit screen so that you can de-highlight the cloud and pick Tag by Category. Select the revision cloud and you'll see that because we don't have the family revision tag loaded, we'll need to pick yes and go to revision tag family and pick OK. You could have loaded that earlier. In the options bar, you'll have choices for creating this leader that goes from the cloud to the number. In the Manage tab, we'll go to Settings and pick Object Styles so that we can change the line weight of the revision cloud, which is usually bolder. In the Annotation Objects tab, we can scroll down and find the revision cloud and the revision cloud tags. We'll change the line weight to 7 for both of those. When we pick Apply, you'll be able to see the difference in the line weight. We want that to be bold so that people can see the changes that were made. Now let's go to the Manage tab. Under Settings, we'll pick Sheet Issues Revision. You'll be able to see your revision and change some of the information, like the date. You'll go ahead and put and you could change the name of the revision, but we'll keep it as Revision 1. Once the revision is in place, you can put a check mark under Issued to lock it. Let's go ahead and pick OK. And now we'll need to set up a sheet. We're going to use the Autodesk default sheet 22 by 34 because it already includes a revision schedule. If you need to customize one, you can use page 141 of our book, Creating a Custom Title Block with the Family Editor. With this sheet in place, we can drag and drop our new revision drawing from the first floor onto our sheet. And notice that the title block will show you the revision and the date of the revision and the number that corresponds with the number on the triangle. Now let's go back to the floor plan and create another revision, Revision 2. We can go to the Manage tab under Settings, pick Sheet Issues Revision, and then pick the Add button to add a second revision. Change the date to and then pick OK. Go to the Annotate tab, start the revision cloud, and in the clockwise rotation, left click to pick points to place your second revision cloud. Then pick Finish Cloud. You'll notice in the options bar that you have Revision 1 and it's a drop down. With the cloud selected, drop this list down and pick Revision 2, the one that you created, and then use Tag by Category to tag that cloud. You'll notice that it has the number 2 next to it, so you've just created a second revision. If you go back to your sheet, you'll be able to see in the title block that you have revision 2 with the different date. So now you have two different revisions, and typically we will turn off the first revision. We can go to the Manage tab under Settings and pick Sheet Issues Revisions, and then use the check mark in the Issued column to lock the revision 2 if you need to lock it so that it doesn't become erased. And then under the Show column, pick None for revision 1 and pick Apply, and you'll see that it disappears from the drawing, but it's still in this dialog box. So here I'm going to put a check mark in front of Issued so that it's locked and it's grayed out so that it can't be modified. Pick OK, and we'll rename the sheet First Floor Revisions. Pick OK, and that ends. Let's take a look at Autodesk Design Review. It's not required for students to download this software. This section of the video is for your information only and not part of the assignment. The Autodesk DWF Design Web Format, now DWFX file, for markup and review has been around since AutoCAD 2000, around 1995, with names like WIP and Volvo View and DWF Viewer, but the concept remains the same. You can give or email someone else who may not have or be familiar with Revit the small exported file to review or mark up with common Microsoft tools. The Autodesk Design Review is a one-time download from the Autodesk website, and it's a perfect way to send drawings to an owner, senior designer, or even a supplier for review. They can open the drawing using the design reviewer, mark up the drawing, and then send it back to you. You can then link it to your Revit file and see the markups. I'm downloading the Autodesk Design Review, and in the Revit file, make the view current that you'd like to export, and then go to Export and DWF. Decide on one view or several views that you'd like to export as a DWF. Pick Export, and then give the export file, DWF file, a name. I'm using DWFX, which is the new one. Pick Export, and then in the Design Review, a person without Revit or knowledge of Revit can open the exported DWF and use common tools like text box and sketching with a little pencil icon to place information on that sheet, saving the changes in the Autodesk Design Review and closing out of that software. Back in Revit, I can go to the Insert tab and pick DWF Markup and link the markup. And then under Manage Links, we can manage the information.